Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We'll get back into more Amberlynn Reid content. We are back with the newest video, which is going to be a weigh-in, apparently. Probably at the very end, which, I mean, if it's only 8 minutes, I think we can struggle through it. That being said, let's get into the video and see how it goes, shall we?
Hey guys, so this video has been a long time coming. It is a weight loss slash semaglutide update. So today is actually January 10th. And I took my first semaglutide shot on January 6th. So today is a Friday and I did take it on a Monday. Let's just get right into the weigh-in, kind of explain to you guys how I'm doing. I also weighed in today, so how much have I lost since taking it, etc, etc.
If you've only been on semaglutide for 4 days, wouldn't you think it'd be a good idea to wait until the next Monday? That way it's been a full week to see how much you could potentially lose each week. Because with Amber, as soon as it goes down, she's doing good. But in the moment she kind of relaxes and starts overeating and it doesn't go down far enough or it starts going up, she freaks out and then kind of ruins it for herself. So like, just wait each week.
So do keep in mind that the last time I was sharing my weight with you guys was sometime in the summer. So it's been like half a year. It has been a very long time.
I really do not want to hear this woman try placing the blame on wintertime as if that's the reason. Like, no, you dating a feeder and you getting off semaglutide and you also ruining semaglutide with, I don't know, smoking stuff that increases your appetite is the reason why you started gaining weight again.
And I was in the 470s. That was after taking semaglutide and losing like 30 pounds in like a month. So very quickly did I lose that weight. And then I stopped taking semaglutide because it wasn't working. And I keep trying to like emphasize this. And I think people are just getting extremely confused. So I'm going to try to like...
No, sweetheart, the condescension is not going to work for me right now. You are the goddamn problem. You are always the problem because that is just your purpose for existing, to be a problem.
Explain it again. When you open a vial of insulin or semaglutide, Ozempic, Zepbound, whatever it may be.
And I'll explain it to you. When you date a person who likes watching you get freaky with food, you're gonna gain weight.
When you first open that, that means from that point on for 28 days, it's effective, it's gonna work. And then it expires after 28 days. It literally says it on the vial.
So let me get this straight, Amber. You decided to get off a medication because it was no longer effective, knowing full well the reason why it was no longer effective was because it expired. So instead of getting more, you decide to get off and then gain a bunch of weight. Genius. Also, please explain to me, just for the sake of the argument, why were you confused if it was written on the label? So it was written on the label, but you're confused why it wasn't working. Bullshit.
When I went to the med spa to get semaglutide, they didn't give me a vial. What they did was they gave me syringes, like right in front of me. They took the vial and they filled 13 syringes. So based on how I was supposed to take those syringes, that would be about 50 days or 60 days worth of semaglutide. So after 28 days, the potency goes down and it expires. And it's definitely true because I lived the experience.
Yeah, I hate to break to you, Amber, but your experience means jack shit considering the fact that he falsely accused a man of something he did not do. So you're a complete and utter liar. Why would I ever believe your experience? Plus, I checked it up and it said that even though it does say 28 days to 30 days, it doesn't really matter because it does have a life expectancy to up to 90 days. So I don't know whether or not that's true. Ultimately, it doesn't matter all that much because at the end of the day, if it stops working, you go back to the doctor and you ask, why isn't it working? You don't just quit, date a feeder, then gain, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds.
Like the 5th week and 6th week, I still took my semaglutide. I even increased my dose and it was not working at all. I did get a little sick. I wasn't feeling well and I did get a little diarrhea, but like my appetite was back full force. But like I was injecting something inside of my body. So of course I was gonna have side effects from that. But like why I was taking it, that completely wasn't there anymore.
Which, let's think about that for a second. Let's just say you got some sort of sickness and you have to take antibiotics in order to fix it, right? If the medication is not working and you're still sick, what do? Do you A, continue taking the medication even though it's not working? Do you B, stop altogether and remain sick? Or C, go get a second opinion?
So with the company that I'm currently using, they will be sending me a new vial every 3 weeks. It's never gonna expire. I'm gonna have my semaglutide new and fresh every 4 weeks so that I can keep taking it and increase my dose when I and they also see fit. So anyways, I did lose the 30 pounds rather quickly. And once I stopped the semaglutide, I gained them back rather quickly.
Which is why a lot of people recommend weight loss medication and therapy at the same time. Fix your mental issues and address the reason why you overeat, so that way you can get off the medication eventually.
So on January 6th, when I weighed myself, Tommy was here. I was feeling flustered.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet she was also pretty flustered too.
You know, a lot of things were happening because she was actually supposed to leave that day, etc., etc. And so I didn't even film.
Amber, stop being dramatic. It's a bloody weigh-in. You know you gained weight, step on the scale, say the number, and stop using etc, etc.
My weigh-in, I wasn't even thinking. I just stepped on the scale, and I remember putting it in my journal. I was 517.6.
Goddamn, girl, you've been eating. You must have been hungry.
So that means in half a year, I've gained 40 pounds about. That's a lot, but I have gained more than that in a smaller amount of time in the past. So you know what? I'm going to take what I can get.
Yeah, Amber, no, it's not good to have that mindset. You should definitely be a lot harsher on yourself. Also, do you think Amber was like that with Emily? She's like, I mean, you know, you're not that pretty to look at, but, you know, I've had worse.
For someone my size, gaining 40 pounds
is as natural as breathing.
Is super freaking easy to do, especially with lymphedema. Like, I can gain 10 pounds in 2 days. Easy.
Oh my god. You know what, Amber? Just bless your heart. Bless your sweet little heart. Because the fact that you honestly can say that it's the lipedema and the lipedema, and not the fact that you over-consume tens of thousands of calories on a daily basis, is just idiotic. Because if it is your lipedema and lipedema, Amber, why is it that you're not addressing that issue and losing weight that way instead of addressing your issue by over-consuming food?
Regardless, I lost 30 pounds super quickly on semaglutide, completely stopped at cold turkey, gained that weight really quickly back. It happened. It is what it is. Now we're moving on and moving forward.
It's funny, isn't it? If Amber's our fault, we just have to accept it for what it is and we have to move on. But if it's not Amber's fault, well, we have to dwell on the past and constantly bring it up over and over again.
So with this semaglutide, which I shared in, I think, my last video, but it was towards the end, so I don't know if everyone saw it. This semaglutide is mixed with B12. Last time I took semaglutide, it was mixed with like sodium something or other. So I'm probably low in B12, so I'm kind of happy that it's mixed with that. And plus that feels a little more like healthier for my body.
That actually brings me to a question that I thought was hilarious, right? Someone says, hey Amber, since you're taking B12, does it positively affect your mental health by any chance? And there's a bunch of comments underneath essentially saying the same thing, which is, what the hell do you think?
So I will say that last time I took semaglutide versus this time, I am experiencing different side effects and different feelings on it. But I also want to add, just like last time, I also quit smoking Delta 8 because Delta 8 gives me the munchies. I don't think as clearly when it comes to eating, etc., etc. So last time I also quit smoking. This time I am as well.
That's not entirely true. You quit for about a month, but then you started doing it again, and that was around the time, if I'm not mistaken, in which it started losing potency. So whether or not it was the medication or if it was you smoking again is kind of up for debate.
So the side effects I am having could be a contribution to the semaglutide and the fact that I did quit smoking, something that causes me to have the munchies. But either way, something is happening.
Yeah, that would be your arteries clogging.
So the side effects that I am getting this time is
Emily paying you less attention?
There have been a few days I have woken up and I have felt extremely nauseous. Like, literally, I need to go stand over a toilet, but I don't puke. So that's good. It's just like this very bad nauseous feeling. Normally, I have like such an urge to order takeout. Like, I just really want to order takeout. I don't want to cook. I don't care to cook. But on semaglutide, like, I noticed that like my like desire for takeout, it goes away.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point of the medication. It's stopping you from wanting to eat, so you don't want to order out because you don't want to eat as much.
So I have been cooking more at home. I've been eating all my meals at home, which I am very proud of that.
Congratulations for adulting.
I'm not really aiming to like eat healthier. Like, oh my God, let's get so many fruits and vegetables in and this and that. Like, girl, I'm gonna be taking this slow. Like,
Amber, you had your first diet when you were 11 and you're now 34. I think you may have been taking it just a little too slow.
I know myself and I want to eat foods that I enjoy. It's quite that simple. So I still have been eating things like chocolate, which I do want to like slow that down and not do it so often. Yes, but I'm not gonna just like overnight become just a health queen. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, again, 11 years old, that was never gonna happen in the first place.
But I have been enjoying eating foods at home and cooking things at home. And it's been so cold. Like we had a snowstorm here. So I've been enjoying like making soups and just like warmer, cozy foods.
Oh god, not the chili.
I want to show you a little clip that I was going to add to a vlog, but here's like a soup that I made. All right, you guys, so I'm currently making a soup and it's going in like stages here. There's a lot of different ingredients, salsa, chicken broth, a little bit of taco seasoning, and I don't know, got this idea from a chef, folks, where you cook the pasta while it's raw just to brown it a little bit. So gotta watch that so it doesn't get too brown. Already cooked the meat for it, which I used beef, and there's also onion and minced garlic. I'm also gonna add a little bit of potato. We'll see. We'll see how it goes when it's done.
I didn't even want to know how that's going to taste afterwards.
And I'm a dumb, and I totally forgot to take like a video of it completed, but here's a picture of it completed. You guys, I'm telling you, it was so freaking good. And since then I've made 2 other soups. It's hard for me to make soup for just one person because I'm using like a big pot and...
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I make a lot of stews in the wintertime, which is really nice because I just take it to friends and family and they're always happy for the food. And I also make like a lot of rice pudding, and that is one thing I don't want to share, but they always come over and steal it when I make it.
The whole 9. So I am making too much soup, so now I just need to learn how to make a little less. I do love leftover soup. I'm not really like a leftover girly, but I will have leftover soup if it's just from like the day before. But I have discovered that leftover soup made with pasta is not my favorite thing. I do not like the texture at all. But the soup that I did make with the pasta like that day was so freaking delicious. Yum. So then the next day I actually made the same soup, but just with potatoes. Now that's winter chicken dinner, just saying.
Real quick question though, is it technically a soup? Because I know the difference between a soup and a stew is that the soup itself is the liquid that is the primary ingredient, where a stew is a chunkier version, so it's primarily the things that go into the liquid. So the majority of it is technically like chunkier food or ingredients, so is it technically a soup or is it a stew?
So anyways, okay, so I did weigh myself today, so here's that, because I did remember to actually record it. Okay, January 10th, weigh in, let's do it.
Hello. It's ready. 508.6 pounds.
So 508.6 means I am down 9 pounds since Monday, and today's only Friday, which I expected to happen because no longer smoking Delta 8 and now taking semaglutide and just not ordering so much takeout. And I'm also a little less active because while Tommy was here, like I'm telling you, we're on the go every single day. And when I'm on the go, I swell. That's how it is with someone with lipedema and lymphedema. So that 9-pound weight loss is definitely a lot of water weight, probably like 96% water weight. And I'm fully aware of that, but I already feel better, and that's like all that matters to me.
I still don't understand why Amber keeps saying that lipedema and lipedema is such a detrimental thing to her, and yet she keeps eating sodium-heavy foods while ignoring keto-based foods.
So even though I did my shot on Monday, I don't want Mondays to be my shot. So I am able to take my shot this coming Sunday, just one day sooner than I took it before, because I want Sundays to be my like shot day. I'm not sure how many like weigh-ins or weight loss updates I'm gonna be giving you guys. I do think maybe doing one for sure like every 10 days would be fun, and just like randomly like in a vlog being like, hey guys, this is how I'm doing. I don't want to just like oversaturate my YouTube channel with a bunch of weigh-ins because that's just not the way I roll, even if I am losing a ton of weight.
Yeah, nice try, Amber. We all know what that is. That's called prefacing, because you know you're eventually going to fail, so what you're going to do is only put one every now and then, because if you lose the weight, you want to brag about it, and we know that you're going to fail eventually, so it's only a matter of time.
I truly want my channel to be a channel about me and my whole life, and a part of my life is me losing weight. I don't want weight loss to be like the main focus on my channel, because that's when things get messy, and I don't want to prove myself to anyone. I just want to be doing this for me and my health, and just so I can just feel better, because I have not been feeling the greatest.
I mean, Amber, if you want video ideas, I'm willing to help. Like, I would really like to know why you thought it was appropriate to try dating someone who was 13 years younger than you. Like, are you willing to make a video about that? Give your opinion on it? Maybe, you know, say that it was bad and you shouldn't have done it?
So that's all I really have to say regarding my weight today, but I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Alright guys, come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was not mad in this video. I'm extremely tired. I got work in the morning and I really need to get bed soon. But thank you for watching again, and hopefully you lovely people have a good day and get to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.